I made a film on Colwall railway station, south of Malvern, and in the comments following the film, someone going under the name of Malvern sent me some instructions on how I could get to see a bit more, things I'd missed. That'd be worth a shot, hadn't it? So we set off following the instructions, and somewhere along the line we got misplaced, which was a bit of a disappointment really. And then wandering back to the car and stopping at the general store, a miracle happened. You just won't believe it. A return visit. We were here a couple of months ago and we have new information. Cornwall, southwest of the Malverns. First bit of new information, the picture on the notice board here is in fact Colwall, and the sidings on the left are an industrial estate. So you'll see that when we get to the top of the crossover bridge. Right, that's the passenger bridge as was. Looking north. Right. Well, we've got to get to point A. We don't have a name for our benefactor on this walk. I don't know whether to get suspicious or not. But, anyway, tag is Malvern, if that helps. But we don't have a name now. Malvern has selected a path for us which takes us right over the tunnel mouth. Whether we get to see the tunnel or not, I don't know. Wait till we get there. But first off, we've got to get there, which involves crossing that thing. So all that was once railway, and now there's an industrial estate down there. Look. Down the steps and into nature. Glistening in the sunshine, if you can see it, are bits of coal, dating back to the steam age, I reckon. Okay, through there. Well, I've never seen that before. Look, attached to the gate is a stile over a gate. And well used by the look of it. Now, I'm not going to mention the sound here of running water. Oops. Up there is our objective. We're following this faint track up here. A great big bee, blimey. To what should be a stile in the corner, according to Malvern. And this is based on a shot from a previous film, which was shot about a little bit closer than this, I think. Anyway, that would appear to be the objective, just there. Okay, made it. That's about maximum elevation for me, I think. I wouldn't want to go much higher. And this is just a gentle slope. There you are. Parkinson's rules. Now let's see if we can find somewhere to sort this out. Oh, that'll have to do. No. Instructions here somewhere. And I quote, at 11:20 on your video, if you look at the star in the top left of the field, that's just a there. And you go through there, keep left and then straight through another stile and past a small barn in a field. Right, so that's our next objective. Then go left, straight through another stile and past a small barn in a field. Catch you when we get there, assuming we get there. Rather a grand day for a walk. See the old oaks right nearly out. A lovely old stand of oaks. I bet they're old. And you wouldn't think something as big as the Malverns could hide, but that's the first glimpse I've had of them so far. The thing about uphill is it's money in the bank and you get paid downhill sooner or later. Unfortunately there's no interest. Several styles to choose from. Now this first one looks defunct to me. Thought so. Nothing there on the right. And next to the path is an old barn. I don't rate that as old really. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Certainly not new. Well, that's a cranky old stub of a tree. Still living, I think it's ash. Certainly seen better days. Okay, we're that way. Well, there's a rarity. Two locks. One opens the small gate and the one below it opens the big gate. Never seen that before. Well, that's the only barn near here. That's got to be the one. Let's see where we go from here then. See our next move. Past a small barn in a field. About that. Head along the track towards some houses. The total distance may be 300 yards from the first start. Okay, we'll give that a shot. There's a gate and also steps in the wall. Go over this and head left along the lane. You will find yourself on. Ah, right. Good over. Let's see then. Not sure about that. Perhaps somebody should be out here selling ice creams. Well, somebody's optimistic. Right, on with the show. A gate and a wall with steps on it. That will do. Yeah, lovely scene this there. Anyway, our next instruction is turn left along the lane and after 200 or 300 yards, steps, meters, look for a house with a veranda. Righto. An old wizened pear tree in a pear orchard. Another one there. That's to the left of the road. If we swing across to the other side, same thing there. An abandoned pear orchard. Somebody let us know. A little ways farther on, and that's seriously neglected, isn't it? You'll see the bottom's dropped out the pear market then. Look at that stand of willows. What a gorgeous sight. Well, I don't know where this went wrong. This should be the spot where the tunnel is. It's the highest point in the road, so I suppose that's the go. I found I haven't really found the proper veranda. I found something of a veranda just to the right of the conservatory. Just beyond. There's that area there, and that's about it. And that's got a gate on it. Don't know then. Malvern, where did we go wrong? Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to give that up. Take to the main road. Pity. See if we can make a picture out of this. The building next to the village shop is Parkdale Bottling Works. Assuming that's the village shop.
What do I say?
Whatever you feel like saying. So, but what a coincidence this is. I've just been round following your instructions, come to this point, and meet you. I mean, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the thing about living in quite a small world, I suppose, Rob.
What's your first name?
Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah. We lived here for 24 years, but previously we lived in Cirencester, where obviously you've been. I used to fish in South Surrey as a boy, so I followed that with interest, and we've walked all the gravel pits and all those tracks I knew so well as a youngster. And it's just peculiar. Every time we go onto your channel, there you are, reliving another part of our previous lives.
That's magic. That's magic.
So yeah, it's just one of those strange things.
Yeah.
Pop down the village shop and there you are.
Yeah, how about that? So that is part of the old bottle work.
This was all of the Schweppes plant here, which when we came 24 years ago, they were still decanting the water. You could go and do visits. And the only part remaining is that old building there, which has just been kept as a heritage building. Now the rest is, as you can see, the usual fate, new houses and a retirement home. Going around getting in people's lives. But okay, off we go.
Oh, fine.
So we just popped up the road about. The sty which I mentioned was just behind that.
Okay.
So that's. So you walked up the main road. You didn't come sort of across the.
Yeah. Came down here and up there to the main road. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, just here. That you'll see the house there, the veranda behind the bushes if you look.
Yeah, that was a bit sneaky hiding it behind the bushes.
But I tried to explain it in a place where people have obviously been. So obviously, if you pop in there, you'll see the boundary post, and you're standing on the tunnel portal, but you can't actually see the tunnel, if that makes sense, because you're right above it.
Yeah, got it. Oh yeah, I found the boundary post.
It's very overgrown this time of year, so but you can still see the track from the line of the track. Yeah, I'll keep quiet while you do your.
No, that's all right. No, you can give me the commentary. Saves me the trouble. So
now, when you look down away from yourself, you can just see the edge of that building there. Yeah. That is the industrial estate, which were on top of the old marshalling yard. So there was quite a substantial amount of rail on that side when you look at the old photos.
Yeah, hard to believe, wouldn't it, looking at the photos?
Yeah, and also you've got the second tunnel entrance, which during the war was used as a munitions store.
Right.
That was closed off, and it's now a bat sanctuary.
Ah.
But there's a parallel tunnel as well, but I'm not exactly sure on the dates of those. First bends where the second, we're still above the Colwall tunnel, and there's one of the ventilation shafts, and also a tribute to the Ballards, who one of them was the main engineer, and they're a famous local family. They're buried there, yeah.
Dido.
There's a bit of a stick there.
Little. All folks off together.
You all right?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Which as I know, there's the Ballard Stone Memorial with the graves. Lovely spot, and there's his tunnel. Well, he's on top of his tunnel, and there is one of the ventilation shafts.
This is the got it. Okay.
I'm a metal worker, so I always stop to appreciate this lovely riveted work and the pig's tail.
The scroll on the end.
Yeah, just making it. The hinges are closed. Just all the little efforts, the little bits of pride that people used to do.
Yeah. Well, that's his wife.
And then the Conservators Act came in. If you look at really old pictures of hills, they're really scarred. It looks like Cornwall, great big cutaways and sheds and things. And then they brought the Conservators Act in and they stopped all that and decided to preserve the hills. And Terry, we saw some old classic bikes, so I started talking to Guy because there's one similar to one of mine, and I just mentioned his name and he said his trademark was when he did the lining and everything, one of the locos, because he was from Swindon, and the Swindon nickname for the speedway team and the football team was the Robins in both cases. He always painted little robins somewhere outside, very much like the mouse you get on furniture.
Yeah.
That was his trademark. Yeah. So,
well, I'm glad. Gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah. Shame we can't drive the car in, isn't it? So, well, you can look like someone like.
Yes.
I'd love to look down there. I bet it's quite spectacular.
Yeah, I bet. What a lovely brickwork. Well, I never would have found that on my own, I have to say. Well, it depends where I get the instructions from.
I think there's I don't know if you can zoom in, on the bottom there's a
plaque of
some sort. Elms going away towards this area, it's not directly up. So maybe, I don't know, I don't want to give you a bum steer as our American friends say, but I was always told that was a ventilation tunnel. Malverns, and this road takes you up to the old salt cutting through the hill.
That's a pause to read job.
All the stuff on. And some
Oh, David from Spain would be interested in that. He likes turntables.
It's the oldest private miniature railway in the world. We probably have got photographs of it.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where you can see it from.
What?
Do you want a picture of the tunnel portal?
Yeah, go on.
Got it. Back in the car. I'll drive. Last time we came, there wasn't anything like the amount of undergrowth, and also that fence wasn't there,
Careful
but
then,
it keeps the fence. Would be the icing on the cake of the train up here.
Yeah. You think they'd oblige, wouldn't you?
The boundary cake. Oh.
Why did he get it in shot? Right. Well, thank you, Yusuf.
Yeah.
Again.
Again, we're saying goodbye again.
We're trying to turn again.
Yeah.
It's lovely meeting you. Really,
Yeah,
really has
it's
been
really
a
good
pleasure.
to see you.
Just chat for
Yeah,
5
yeah.
minutes. I mean, this has been a cook's tour, isn't it? Thank you so much.
It's been fun
Made
for
my
us
day.
as well to
Yeah,
meet you in
really
person.
good to meet you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.